If you've done any build optimization or just general quote-unquote meta stuff in Comrades, you undoubtedly know about this weapon, the Double Penetrator X Dragon Whisker. For those of you not familiar with it, it's a spear that has incredibly efficient upgrade requirements, and most importantly a native Penetrator X perk. So when you farm your ass off to get a behemoth tier, it turns into this monstrosity, capable of doing 4 times more damage to endgame bosses than any other spear or katana. There are already dozens of build guides out there for this thing, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Instead, I want to explain what is it exactly that makes this weapon so powerful. So many people chalk it up to the fact that Penetrator X is a really powerful perk, so when you stack 2 of them things go crazy. And while true in a sense, that's not really all of it. Pen X is far from being objectively better than everything else. Turnabout Boost X and Rush Boost X are just as good, and Brink Boost X, while risk to use, leaves them all in the dirt. So why is nobody talking about Turn X Infinity Blades or Avengers Hyper Mode builds? Well, what does Penetrator X do exactly? The description states, reduces target's defense by 50% when attacking. And for once this is accurate. Every time you hit an enemy with a weapon that has this perk, their vitality gets halved during defense calculations. Vitality is a very potent stat in FF15, but it suffers from heavy diminishing returns. This graph here shows the damage reduction you get from leveling vitality. With just one Penetrator X, you're generally operating around this area, but since it's always a 50% reduction, you never get to touch this massive resistance increase you get early on. But when you put another Pen X in there, this changes dramatically. Since these things stack additively, you effectively nullify the entire vitality stat. Let's take an example. Say the enemy has 400 vitality, that's 80% damage reduction. When we halve that with Pen X, it goes down to 200 bit and 67% reduction, which is obviously a lot, that's 66% increase in your total damage output. But with the second Pen X, you go from 67% reduction to 0% reduction. That's tripling the damage from just one Pen X, or 5 times more damage than what you do normally. It is specifically the elimination of this early resistance spike that makes this weapon so potent. That's significantly stronger than anything other perks could do, at least for anything above 200 bit. A few more fun facts before I end the video. Since you entirely nullify defense, you'll do the same damage to every enemy. This also confirms that Bracture has 0 vitality, because penetrators don't increase your damage against it at all. Penetrator X also works with the martial arts from the Fiercest Sigil, so if you get bored from using a spear, you can just punch through any and all armor. But that's all for this video. Enjoy this while it lasts, since they're probably gonna nerf it soon. I mean, they wouldn't leave something this broken in the game, right?